The girl had just poured a pot of water into the vase, but when she checked the bottom, she didn't see a single drop. So she placed the vase under the faucet to fill it with water. However, the girl accidentally fell asleep. When she woke up, she received a call from the property management. They told her she had used 50 tons of water overnight. Meanwhile, in a medieval army camp, the vase was continuously spraying out water. The long-thirsty soldiers were overjoyed. They mistakenly believed it was a gift from God. It turned out that the vase was connected to the Middle Ages. Since the girl couldn't afford the massive water bill, she quickly turned off the faucet. But when she looked at the vase, there wasn't a single drop of water inside. So the girl piled leftover food on top of the vase. In the next second, the food vanished without a trace. And in the medieval camp, everyone was troubled by the sudden stop of the water. The soldiers were starving. Suddenly, food started falling out of the vase. Holding the pure rice in their hands, the soldiers happily began to eat. Before they could even react, more food tumbled out of the vase. This made the soldiers even more convinced it was God's blessing. So the general wrote a thank you letter and placed it inside the vase. While the girl was still studying the magical vase, suddenly thick black smoke billowed out of it. The remaining sparks almost burned the carpet. The girl became furious in an instant. She angrily scolded the vase for turning her home into a trash transfer station. To take revenge, she threw all the expired food in her house into the vase without hesitation. But she didn't know that her actions excited the soldiers greatly. In the soldiers' eyes, even simple meals were treasures. But the food wasn't nearly enough to feed the whole city and the army. So the general wrote another letter of request to the girl. After reading the letter, the girl realized the vase truly connected to the medieval times. She sympathized with the general's plea, and immediately ordered lots of food online. However, the girl suddenly realized she had trusted too easily. Just then, a piece of gold suddenly fell on her head. The girl was furious, but then she noticed the gold next to her. Before she could react, various ancient antiques and treasures flew out of the vase. At that moment, the girl was overjoyed.